Hello everyone, how are you all doing? Hello Cat and hello Velocity, it's great to see you too, hope you're doing good. Jesus Christ, a lot has happened since my last stream, just like, in general, like, oh my god, there is just... I think the one thing I'm gonna talk about is that the new version of Create just dropped, and it is incredible. Like, oh my god. Like, just the trains in the, yeah, I was just watching Chloe play some Create, yeah, oh my god. Yeah, like, Create 0.5 is just incredible. It's just... oh my god. Like, as soon as I woke up and found out about it, like, I just booted up an instance and... yeah. Like, I booted up an instance and it was just amazing. Yeah, like, been messing around with the new trains and such. They're great. I've already filed, like, a feature request because they should make it so that, like, flywheels and, like, grindstones on a train spin so you can use them as decorative wheels. Yeah, just... Create 0.5 is one of the best things we've gotten in a while. It is just incredible. Just, oh my god. I'm just so blown away by it. The team has been amazing, like, done amazing work. All the textures are so cool, like, the new features are great. I love the steam whistles and the displays and the display link. Just, so good. So good. I am, like, yeah, like, just huge shoutouts to Crippers and Voxel Danny, Last Reality, and Vector Wing for the new art. Just, go eat, see you later, Lemma. See ya, Catten. Yeah. Well, beyond, one of the best Minecraft mods out there, yeah, like, the new Zachtronics game is out, and that's what we're gonna be, playing tonight. I am very, excited to play this. There's a bunch of games. Zachtronics does amazing puzzles. I am just so hyped, and it's gonna be cool as hell. So, you know what? Without further ado, let's get going into Last Call BBS! I should turn that audio down just a bit, but... alright. Here we are. What do we got? Welcome! Ask and you shall receive. This is my old Sawayama machine, all set up like it was back then. I even got the BBS running again so you can dial in and download more of those retro games. Have to admit, I'm still getting used to that term. Anyway, the story of all this stuff is also a story about people, so I wrote a few notes about how I came across these things and whatever else came to mind as I was, getting it ready. I find it interesting, you might not, but it's there either way. Have fun! Alright. Oh, we've got our traditional solitaire. Alright, looks like it's just standard solitaire. Nice, nice. And good for now. We got over on system. Alright, this just config stuff, okay? Ooh, birdie. Yep, control. Ooh, network stuff. Alright. Final Zachtronics game? Yeah, they have said, yeah, yeah, this is apparently the final Zachtronics game. Yeah, like, which is neat because there's, like, a lot of different games inside this one. Like, if I... Alright, so let's get Zachtronics Connect up and running. Last call BBS. I adored the Alchemy game. Yeah, Zachtronics games are so good. Hey, connected. Alright. Yep. Started the BBS thinking nobody would really use it, so imagine my surprise when the first user dialed in. And the next, and the next. I like to think it was a big community success story, although you can't argue with the free downloads either. People used to call that wares, and the computer industry called it illegal. Or illegal piracy. I don't try to justify it, I just wanted to share the cool stuff I found, a lot of which you couldn't get any other way. For a while, Last Call was about as big a BBS you could find in the Kansas City area. That's important in the area of long-distance cell phone fees. Alright. Alright, we've got some stuff. I'm, personally, gonna start out with Steed Force Hobby Studio. You don't have to be a fan of the Steed Force TV show or even know what it is to enjoy this model building simulator toy. Snap pieces together and paint them with different colors. Fix decals if you want. Have fun. There's no particular goal here apart from getting to play with cool robots without needing to spend hundreds of dollars to import the real deal. Alright. This is gonna take a little bit, I guess. Ah, my god, do they... Yeah, and I'm guessing we can't, like, browse other stuff while that's happening? Oh well. Yep, oh well. It won't take too long. Doesn't mean I have a bit of dead air to fill, though. But yeah, I already love this, like, design and everything, just the visual style of it. I love, like, red 80s electronics. They're so good. Yeah, the authentic experience. Yeah, Alright. Not really anything else I can do during this. Hopefully during the later ones, I'll be able to just, like, be working on something while I download them. But yeah. 1 minute to go. I should have a bit more water. I've not been having enough recently. Yeah, alright, 45 seconds. Yeah. Any of y'all been up to anything interesting recently? Like, as I said earlier, I've just spent this entire morning messing around with the new Create update and all the cool stuff it adds. Like, the trains are the most obvious, like, new thing, but, like, the rose quartz lamps are such an interesting idea. I've never seen someone actually figure out a good way to implement, like, radio buttons in Minecraft before, which is just so cool. Big props to them for figuring out a way to do that. Yeah, also the steam whistles are great and how you can tune them. Just, I like that flywheels are just cosmetic now, because the furnace engine was, it was a bit weird, but yeah. Yay! Steam Force Hog Studio has been saved to Drive 0. You've reached your download quota, okay. Alright, I guess I've got to download the next one in 15 minutes, but here we are. One of my coworkers used to enjoy this. This is still kind of loud. System. Sound. Let's turn music down just a bit. Actually, there's that. One of my coworkers used to enjoy this robot cartoon show called Steed Force, which he first saw on TV growing up in Brazil. Later, he had the idea it'd be fun to build some of the models with his son, but importing the kits from Japan was impossible unless you were willing to pay crazy amounts of money to have someone there ship them to you. This was before you could just order whatever you wanted on the computer. But instead, he made something just as cool, or maybe even better, a complete model building simulation based on the show. What do we got? Alright, Pascal, La, Occam. Ooh. I like this one, honestly. Alright. 2 spruce, okay. So... How? Is the question. Oh, there's dropped on here, okay. Alright, so tab. So space for the manual, and tab here. Alright. Yeah. Oh, huh. Alright, so... Oh, it doesn't give you, like, full instructions. That's interesting. Okay. Neat, neat. This is tight. Yeah. Alright, so... Yeah, then we've got, like, some color schemes. Alright, let's start by... Snip. 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 Alright. I'm just gonna snip everything out of the sprue first. And... And... Up. Alright. Yeah, so we got these. Yeah, I'm just looking at this, so... Alright. We got that, then, those aren't ready to go to get... Or just yet, okay. Neither of those, I'm guessing. Yeah, those need something inside them, got it. Yep, then... Snap the hands together, got it. Wonder, I like the vibe of this, of like, they'll just like snap together when they like fit and such. That's cool. Alright. Yeah, that's the hands. And... Alright, let me actually pull that bit out of the way. Yeah. Don't see anywhere those pieces fit in just... Doesn't look like they go in there, no. Let's cut a few more out. Yeah, let me just like pull these over. Thank you. Snip, 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 snip. Snip, 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 snip. Alright, whoop. Big one's over here, very cool. Oop. So right click clears your tool, okay, got it. Alright, so that's all those ones. So... Now these all go together. Snap. Snap in place. So that's that, okay. Let me pull up the manual, oh, these are, oh! Are you... Not quite, okay, Then? Yeah, okay! Yeah, then you go on there, and then... And just put... this one on. Alright, so then those need... No. Not that, They do need another piece before they can fully go together, from what it looks. Yeah. They need to have, like, that bit there. Yeah, alright. I see what's going on. Okay, then.
Sawayama's E5 Power Lance.
Oh, if I hold Alt, it'll, like, pull up things for me to, narrate. Okay, that's cool. Alright, then... Probably move these a bit, but yeah. But actually, I'm gonna pull you down there just for now. Just while I get these all snipped out. Alright, that's all of those. And so, this has a couple things. I'm gonna pull these over here just so I've got room. Whoop. 2. There. Over here. You. 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 And you. Then I've got just enough room to get these out. Okay, so snip, 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 beep, 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 bit, 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 bit. All right, that's all the parts cut out. So yeah, and what do I need? There's a certain part I'm looking for to continue working. Wait, no, it's these. There, yeah. Alright, so then other sides of it can go on. Awesome. And these side panels. And that, okay. Alright, so that takes these, yeah. Oh, you're ready right now, alright. Got those. And those are arm pieces, so... You've got it. Together yet? And stick those on. Alright, then what's on next? Not that, just that. You go together, you go together. You go together. You're not ready just not you. Let me pull up like the full view, so got these then. Feels like it should go together some. I've got these then, ah, those go up there, okay. Then you close over like that. Snap in, snap in. Then you go in, okay, awesome. these on. Alright. You go on there and you go on there, yeah? Please? Yeah, okay. There, you snap on. And you snap on. Let me drag some stuff out from under the manual. Okay. Okay. Just bringing this stuff over. There. So now, with all this stuff, so... yeah, YouTube snap into that. Yep, that goes on there. Then I can put these on beside it. Or so you go here? Yeah. Up above it, you get that and that. Those connect. Below it, you get snap. That's not ready just yet, I don't think. Yep, and you go on there. Alright, so you got the upper torso. And you can take your weapon. What are those things? You go together and you go together, yeah? Yeah, then you go here. Those go in there, okay. That goes there. Those snap on there. Up there, then. Last life just got these little bits. Where do those go on? I don't... Trying to see if I can find anywhere on this that looks like that. Or just anywhere they fit on in general. Go in there, and then... Alright. I got another message. You might wonder why I included this program, since it's not really a game, and... I'd have their nipples. Might wonder why I included this program, since it's not really a game in the strict sense of the word. It's more like a toy or some kind of weird simulator without any particular goal. Guess the reason is I was just so impressed by the lengths this guy went to making all of this art and everything, and releasing it all for free just because he wanted to build some model kits with his kid. I think that's such a great expression of the creativity of that early computer era. There weren't nearly as many rules or commercial pressures. You could just make a fun toy and that was the whole point. Yeah. And now, I'm not done. I've got some painting to do. Right, so... got masking tape and such good. I could probably have painted some of these pieces before putting them on. That'd be a good idea, but oh well. What's done is done. Probably that whole thing up. Actually, do you let me? No, that does not let me take parts off after they've been snapped on. Oh well. Yeah. Oh god. Oh god, masking tape. Yeah. And I just take off this whole thing for now. It is meant to like just be like. Yeah. I'm just doing like the black stuff for now, so. I promise I won't spend the entire stream just on this one game, but like, what can I say? Yeah, like, cool robot build. This is very stimmy, TBH. There, now. There are a couple other areas, so. Alright, and there. Now I'm gonna remove the parts that are supposed to be gray. That should still be masked, yeah. And oh, that should. I've got this. Oh. Right, I forgot to actually F. But now I can just. There. Yeah. Right. Yeah, I should definitely have painted this beforehand, but oh well. That's not the point. The point is to mess around and have fun. Awesome. I do like how much detail they went into with this. Yeah. Let me quickly check. Am I still in rate limit? Well, BBS. Connected. All right. Let's what's Dungeons and Diagrams? Point of this game is to figure out what the map looks like by filling in squares according to the numbers on the This is just Picross! Alright, so while that's done, while I'm downloading literally just Picross. I think we'll actually go back to look at the collection piece, yeah. Is there any way to, like, Yep. Ah, you can hold shift to adjust position, okay. Yep. Pin wash to darken panel. Right, panel lining, yeah. Oh, you can shift. Ah. Okay, awesome. I'm just gonna reset all, like, the paint on this then. Like, wash it over. Yeah. So there is a way, alright. Yeah, Mama, do you have a quotes thing? I need to quote that. I do not. You can, like, clip it. Oh, alright. Sounds like my download in the background's done. Yeah, I am just gonna quickly... Yeah, I am gonna just quickly, like, take this apart and rebuild, but yeah. Just so I can, like, get a better paint coat. Yeah, let me, so all y'all. Like that, okay. Notice. Alright. I'll go like that, then handle there, and there. And you're primarily black, and I can just like the other detail. Yeah. Alright. Alright, then. Gray for that, then I'm gonna drag you over here and see. Okay. Okay, then, alright, and there. Okay. Then you can go back on. Yeah, this is looking a lot better already. And I'll need to mask those up to do the red later, so. You two and you two. Alright, then. Go back on there. There. You two can go over here. Paint. And let me just put some of the finished stuff over here where I don't really need to look at it right now. Just so I've got a bit more room. Go over here, okay. All of these get the same color than you two. Alright, so. And this is very fun. I promise I will not spend the entire stream doing just this. There, and what else? No? Not you two, but you, so there, and alright. I think that's right, yeah. What did it say? I remember there was a tip for, hold shift to adjust. Alright, so. Alright, so I can just hold shift like that, okay. Got it. Then. I'm gonna move these out of the way while I do that. There. And you on, and you on. And you're gonna be a hassle. You're gonna be a hassle. Hi, hey Nilok, good to see ya. I am playing Last Call BBS, the final Zachtronics game. And you two can go in. Oh yeah, this is looking a lot better already. Zachtronics retired? Yeah, they said this is the final Zachtronics game they're gonna make. They're just basically done. I painted those the wrong color. Oh well. Yeah, like, they put, like, a bunch of different games into this, and I'll be trying a good few of them out. Right now, I've just been completely and utterly nerd-sniped by this, model kit making one, because, yeah. There. Ooh, that looks good. Alright. And what other pieces? So, I think I can kind of start putting things back together, yeah. Yeah. I still got a few pieces left, so, these are gonna be mostly gray, yeah? Mm-hmm. So, do that first, then... There, alright. Yeah, a lot cleaner, okay. Then... and... That'll be that and that. Very nice, okay. Lastly is these two fuckers, okay, so... You are, primarily gray? Yeah. Both of you are. Then you're... back there, then, I think that's good enough for me, yeah. So let's get this stuff back together. There are, like, decals and such I can add on, apparently. I'll give that a look at some other point. that's done, then... No, you need something else on first, don't you? Let's, Oh, right, the red bits on the feet. Shit, There. You, then. Go on here some. These... Oh, I do need... There are also these vents. This is the problem with Gunpla, is that, like, it is an endless rabbit hole of more things you can do. And it's just so fun that you do end up doing them. Yeah, that's good enough. For now, at least. Alright, so... There's something... Alright, yeah, you've got to put those ones on first. Wait, no, then... These, yeah. Then you can close them up. And I've got paneling. Other way, please. Alright, then the... Welcome back, Catton. We've mostly got this finished up. Then I'm gonna be moving on to one of the other games. Ah. Oh. There. And there. Very nice. And aligning. I don't feel like doing right now, so yeah. Gonna close that out. Yep. Dungeons and diagrams, right? Then, while I'm waiting, I'm also gonna grab, how about 20th Century Food Court? Yeah. Actually, yeah, no. Hack Match ROM emulator, yeah. Test your block matching metal against 4 hackers. The game wasn't super well known over here. Might have seen or played a version from console. That's why last call BBS is proud to bring you a perfect full arcade version of the game. The best version, alright? You're warned you need at least a Z5 power lines to run emulator, except frame rate. Got it, yeah. I'm gonna download that in the background, and also I'm gonna pull up Dungeons and Diagrams for now. Yeah, this is just Picross. It's just Picross. Alright, so, yeah, so nothing here, so... Yeah. Yeah, nothing in here, so one. Or... Oh no, it's not quite Picross, but yeah, only one of these, I think. Oh, I get it. So anywhere there's something, that means there's definitely not one there. Okay, got it. So, got it, yeah. Makes sense. So, for example, I know there has to be 4 there because there can't be anything else because, yeah. Alright, so that's 1 there. So nothing is ever gonna be in here, yeah, so, I'm mostly just gonna, like, try and experiment. Maybe? Yeah, other games almost downloaded, nice, so... Maybe something like that? Yeah. Just making sure, yep. Alright, yep. Logic, yep. Number next to each row indicates how many walls, yep. Every space is part of either a treasure room or a hallway, alright. Ah, so right-click to mark empty space. Treasure rooms are always 3x3 with a single entrance and a single chest, okay. Every monster is in a dead end, okay. Every dead end contains a monster. All empty spaces connect to a single contiguous shape. Got it. Diagonal spaces are never adjacent, okay. All my maps are always 1 wide. Yeah, Lemon's super duper cutie pie who deserves to be told that every single time someone sees him. Oh, hey, Jasper. Good to see ya. Yeah, can't. I think this has to be... Oh. Allowed it. So... Got it, yeah, I'm just, like, going over, like, the rules and such, yeah, always 3x3 with single entrance and a single chest, okay. Which means that I've got something in this column wrong. There's no entrance here, yeah. Those need to be, yeah, just checking, like, the examples it shows, yeah, oh, they don't need to, alright, so yeah, that has to be full, yeah, right. Those don't necessarily need to be there. Set contiguous blocks counts total blocks, yeah. I'm gonna listen to the band fronted by Cinderly who have fun. Yeah, That can't be, yeah, because of this, we kind of have to assume that, like, so one of those could be it, but, like, that has to be free. It could either be up here or around here or down here, but yeah. That'll always be part of it. Alright, I'm gonna go on break in just a little bit. Yeah, those have to be there, yeah. Or can't be there. Which means that those have to be there. And also... Hello, someone there. I've been stuck in this mine for days now. Hello, there you are. Hey, Kenny. What if it's this way? I mean, that has to be that. That's part of it. That's part of it. Oh, alright. I got it. Dungeons and Diagrams was a fun little puzzle game that spread through the office. It was an older version than this with simpler graphics. Someone gave it to me, got it from his friend, who got it from different friends, so on. That's how things spread. The guy who made it was in Finland, but nobody knew how to contact him. We all would like to send him some money, but how? Eventually, I was able to make contact by going through a connection in the Soyama Nordic office. Such a small world back then. Yeah, I'm gonna go on a quick break. I'll be back soonish. Yeah, I'll see you all in just a minute. And I'm back. Okay. So I think what I'm kind of gonna do is like every time, like, yeah, like next I'm gonna try out Juicebox Arcade while I'm downloading and other things. Yeah. I've still got like 6 minutes left till next download. All right. And let's pull up Drive O. Juicebox Arcade. I'm okay. This one took me a while to find. You could import the home console version of Hackmatch, but I wanted the full arcade experience, like you were really in a Japanese game center. Not gonna lie, I was pretty blown away to find out you could emulate a full arcade machine on a Sawayama Power Lance. Would have loved to have mentioned it in my sales pitches if I could, but of course it wasn't exactly 100% legal. Most people in the US hadn't heard of Juice or its games before either, so this was the cool thing I mostly kept to myself and my BBS friends. What are our controls? Alright, so we got WASD, F1 to insert a coin, F2 to pause, then up, down, left. Yeah, then, so WASD and JK for one player, okay. Alright. Are these really old games? No, they're done in the style, so like, this is all fictional, but yeah. So. Alright. That's fucking Kamina! That's just fucking Kamina, okay. Right. Alright, so basically just a match game, alright. Alright, you can only have one at a time, got it. Oh! Alright, I'm guessing that's junk. Alright, and... And... Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, I'm probably gonna game over here, but oh well. Oh. Yeah, that's game. Oh well. Well, I'm surviving. Yeah. Ah. That was fun. All right, still like a little bit left, so. That's pretty good. Yeah. I'll do another round. Okay, so. And okay, then you can go bring you over here. That's a bunch. Okay. Ooh, bit of a chain. All right. Alright, so you can't connect those. Oh. Yeah, this is tough. F. Alright, 1 minute left, so... Alright, Wait, Oh, is that not... Diagonal doesn't count, I guess, okay. Alright, then... That's a lot. Got it, and... Alright, boom, and... I should play more Pedal Crash again sometime. That game slaps. Alright, then... Ah, fucker. Right, then... There. I don't know what the spiky ones are for yet. There, then... Ah. Oh! Oh, you can hit B to swap them, okay. Yeah, you can hit B to swap them on, yeah. It's like Pedal Crash cards works uncovered by a match next to them, yeah. That's how garbage in most games works, I think. And, let me pull up Zachtronics. Alright. Beep, beep, beep. Right, I've gotta... I can, like, connect to the other networks at some point. That might be interesting. Alright. Then... should get, 20th Century Food Court, yeah. Or... What's that? What's the Forbidden Path? That's number 5. Grow weird flesh sculptures in order to escape death. Don't think many people played this game when it came out. Use and presentation are pretty out there, honestly, though it's worth the experience. Even if it's a little hard to figure out. Lots of folks are scared by the idea that it might not be around forever. Are you? Or would you go on the quest for immortality? Right? Downloading that. While that's going, I'll do another game of Dungeons Diagrams. Alright, so... Alright, Oh. Guessing that they just count as... Alright, yeah, Where do I start out with this one, actually? Oh. Down here, because there's already 2 there, so yeah. You have to be free, you have to be free. Then everything else... And that's free, okay. So... And... Like that? connects there. No. Yeah, that's that. So nice phone sounds. Yeah. What else? So am I seeing grayed out dots? You're not, I think. Yeah, I'm not seeing any grayed out dots. I think that's just like a decoration in the middle of the tiles. Yeah, if that's like that, then only one other here, so yeah. Oh wait, there's, because I've got those. That all has to be that, so yeah, that answers some questions, so that needs to be, yeah, so I'm guessing the treasure room is a bit like this, right? And that could be that. They're not correct, yeah. They're, But those will have to be there no matter what, yeah, I think you've got to be like that? I think so. That makes sense then. Oh, then you're gonna be like this, so... Oh! Alright. Then... You're gonna be that, then... Okay. Oh! Other things downloaded, so I'll finish up this puzzle, so yeah. What other info? Only one... Yeah, one of these is open, the other isn't. I think like that? Or... Can't be sure yet. Actually, no, those have to be. Yeah. Means that, and that, and... That? Yeah, no. 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 I've done something wrong here, so... No. This isn't correct, but, so yeah, something is wrong here, so... No. Like, because, yeah. It can't be this. There. And there's no hint or anything. You reg. It's yeah, just saying that's correct and such, right? Yeah, that's not right because then the halls aren't all connected. Yeah, always one space wide, yep. Never be a 2x2 block empty, yeah. No. Never have a 2x2. So I think something over here is wrong. So yeah, those have to be. Don't know that that's correct. 2x2 block. 2x2 of floor outside of like the 3x3 treasure room. So yeah. could be wrong. No. Every dead end has to have an enemy in it, so... Let me just, like... Let me just clear stuff out, so... That's... Yeah, that has to be like that, no matter what, just because that's... Yeah. That has to be free. This is running all the way down. And in order for there to be a... In order for there to be a place that is... Yeah. This has to be... Yeah, I think some of these have to be part of the treasure room, just because, like... Actually, no. We've got that and the entry to that goblin, so that has to be like that. Then... That could be like that, and it could be like this, but then there's that guy there. No, that's not correct. Yeah, it could be like that? And... There's that. That has to be like that. Unless I misunderstand... Yeah. I don't know what that one is doing. Like... You know, like... Yeah. So, I'm guessing that counts as a monster? Diagonal spaces are never considered to be a gem. Yeah. Jason, alright. Always are always one space wide. That has to be like that, yeah, Oh yeah, no, I only get one more here, so... No, that's illegal. Something with this row is illegal. I don't know what it is, And treasure rooms always have exactly one exit, right? Single entrance, single chest, yeah. I'm gonna check out the next game. Just because I'm getting a bit stuck there, so yeah. You. Okay. Ooh. Sounds good, yeah. Oh, this is cool. This is super cool. Let's go. Alright. Pilgrim who seeks the forbidden path, do not be afraid, all will be revealed. You have suffered much to come here. The fear of death has compelled you. how how you will build the immortal body. Or now you'll build the immortal body. Now you will work the immortal flesh. Okay. I should note, I have no idea what I'm doing here. Right, throw the seed into this. Okay. No. Now, I should know, I have no idea what I'm actually doing. Uh... Hmm. Yeah, Yeah, Ah, alright, that did something. Oh. Hmm. Um... Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing there. I'll try playing it again. Um... I do have I do not know what I'm... Yeah, said you were filling the path of something, yeah. I know I am... Yeah, I know what I'm doing somewhat? Like... Oh. Yeah. Alright, That looks like, Oh. Alright, This is a weird one. By a strange set of circumstances, I met this guy named Tanner who'd been a movie producer in Hollywood. Even though he was pretty high up in the film world, he was completely convinced that interactive media was the future, so I wanted to get into computer games. He called me wanting to know what the new Sawayamas could do on a technical level. I think he appreciated the way I explained it, or at least tried to explain it, even when he asked about virtual reality or ray tracing or whatever other sci-fi buzzwords he'd heard. Yeah. I think this is like an I think this is showing like what each step will look like. Yeah, that sounds right. Okay, so now Alright. There. Alright. I think I get it now, yeah. Alright, yeah, I get it. Then, I want... Alright. So then... spread downward, and then... Alright. Or, Oh wait, no, you want that. Okay. Got it. This is an interesting way of, like, teaching you about how the game works. Yeah. The forbidden path is the way of the flesh. The way to immortality is the way of the flesh. Ah. You must not falter in your resolve. Remember the fear of death that led you here. So I think now we're gonna start getting a bit more complicated. You must not turn away from the truth. Remember the desire to exist that led you here. Alright? So... now I got a second set of puzzles. Oh, now we're doing space filling! So... yeah, alright. And... like that, then... there, alright, yeah. Think instructions might run at a step of a time step at a time on every square you occupy. Yeah, that's what it looks like to me. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, then. Ooh. Now this is where we actually start getting into the puzzles. I was gonna check, how much time left do I have? I'm back. Alright, so then get 20th Century Food Court. A factory game, okay. Any other stuff yet? Alright. Oh, this one's gonna take a little while. Hopefully we'll have room on the computer for all this. Soulbot High Limit. Hey, JZ Beastie! I am playing the new Zachtronics game, Last Call BBS. It is very cool. I am having a lot of fun so far. Yeah, let's do just a round of solitaire while we wait. Alright, so... Alright, then... Alright, so... There. Then... Oh god, I'm rusty. Yeah, let's see what we got. Alright, so... alright, so we can only draw from there, alright. Only do top card, got it. It's gonna help, okay. Can't do anything else yet. Oh, alright. 5-4, got an ace there. Y'all can go over there, okay. Oh. Not actually already, okay. Can put you there, yeah. 4. Alright. Funny you can see the cards behind you. Alright, then... Right there, now I've got an ace, okay. Really help either way, got it, alright. Can do that, that. Just give me room there, okay. And 4. I want to get one of those for you. So you're a person on a PC in the 90s playing games from a BBS downloaded through dial-up. Yeah. Alright. Oh. Super helpful either. Can do that, but that doesn't really help me. I'll put a queen there, huh? Oh, I can just put them back like that. Okay, that's how this solves. Or something. Do I just get one slot there? Solitaire with complete information. Alright, yeah, complete information, but I can't access anything. Oh, sounds like my download's complete, so I'm just gonna head over to that. 20th Century Food Court. I love all the demo scene stuff. I love this. Oh, this is amazing. Alright. Gilgamesh and stood a chance. Alright, let's see what we got. Ooh, a Zachtronics game, okay. Now this is snazzy, okay. Greetings, operator. Historians agree that eating was of primary importance to people of the 20th century. That's why the 20th Century Experience takes special care to present authentic recreations of the simple but hearty meals humans ate during the period. Yeah, the afternoon roasting. Yeah, As part of our commitment to offering our visitors the real deal, the 20th Century Food Court uses only like 20th century equipment to prepare all of its food. Many diners tell us they can tell the difference between the mass-produced molecular synthesized food of other historical recreations and ours, which is lovingly handmade with humble factory robotics. We trust you'll be able to get up to speed using this equipment to manufacture these authentic ancient foods quickly and efficiently. Thanks, the management. Alright. A showcase of all the richness and variety the ancients had to offer. Pretzels and nachos, foods from opposite ends of the earth, commingle harmoniously in this demonstration of the sheer power and scale of the 20th century's great trade caravans. Alright. Now, here we are with what you would expect from a Zachtronics game. Yeah. Alright, so yep. You can like drag. Alright, so yeah, auto ejecting stackers, got it, yep. So stack onto a tray. Yep. Alright, so you got conveyors there. Right click to delete. Alright, so that. Here's our nacho and pretzel things, so. Oh. Got it, okay, so. So start, I think I want to go nacho and pretzel. Ah. What am I actually doing? So. Wire stacker to itself to make it eject after stacking. Okay, yeah. Clone. Oh, you can clone apart. Okay. So trays, stack on tray. Got it. Okay. So that's our tray dispenser, actually. So I do have a stacker if needed. Yep. All right. So. So, scanner, alright. Yeah, I think what I'm doing here, so. Is there a way to rotate? A and D, okay. Yeah, just trying to, so yeah, that'll like stack on tray, okay. Yeah, got it. Alright, yeah, I'm trying to figure out how this works, so bear with me. Yeah, let's say we've got, Then I got these, so... Ah, alright, so I've got a... Ah, I see, so... Got it, okay. I want the stacker up here, then. Okay, let's start, so... Got it, then... That'll automatically eject, yeah? Got it, okay. Yep. So... Alright, I think then, Aha! Then, gotta hook that up. Alright. Okay. And pretzel. Yay! Showcase of all the richness and variety. Yep. Really gives you a sense of what life was like for these people. Everyone should experience it at least once in their lives. Boyfriend could not stop talking about this place. Kind of give a kind of don't. They stopped free slushy day. Oh. Alright, there is a way to do this, less time and less cost. Okay. So... Yeah, yeah, you will need the stack. And that has to be there, yeah. Yeah. I am trying to figure out how you can do that better, so... That's 90k. Oh, do conveyors have a cost? Oh, I get it. Maybe? Alright, there. That puts me right in, like, the normal range, alright? There's a way you can do it a bit cheaper, apparently. Let me guess. Nope. Yes. Can you just... Nope. Oh well. I'm fine with this for now. I'm on par. Yeah. Alright. Alright, so I can close out of that. Then, the original... Yeah, I'd include a game by Zachtronics in this little collection. They're an odd duck in the whole lake, in a whole lake full of odd ducks. In those early days, there wasn't much common wisdom about what computer games should be, so you saw all kinds of approaches that would seem bizarre today. Imagine a whole studio dedicated to making games where you basically had to do computer programming to beat them. Quite a niche, right? They're based in Hargate in the UK, and I met the founder Zachary McGinn once at a Sawayama event. Yeah, Zachtronics does such good games, TBH. Like, if you've never done a Zachtronics game, I highly recommend it. Yeah. Alright. Recently unearthed from an underground cache and frozen for over 700 years, these original Hot Pockets are as fresh as the day they were made by the ancients themselves. Don't miss out, available for a limited time only. Yeah, let me quickly just install enough thing while I've got time. Oh, I've still got 3 minutes left. Okay. Hopefully I'll have enough disk space for everything. Yeah, frozen for 700 years. Alright, then. Okay. Totally not freezer burnt, yeah. Incredibly freezer burnt. Alright, so what do I got? Scanner, a microwave, and a stacker. Alright. Oh. Yeah, yeah, you're the pocket dispenser, I think. So yeah, you're the tray. Yeah, then I'll need a stacker here at the end. I'll need a microwave. I think I'll put that over here. Lastly, I need a scanner. Oh, that's fast, okay. Whoop. Do I need to do something else? Oh, it's eject when cooked, okay. Let me just deconnect that for a second. So... Alright, so... I think if I put that down there... and tell it to eject there, yeah. Oh, that's a start. Yeah, yeah, no, you should be... Not quite, okay. Still not quite, okay, huh. That enough time? No, or... That's burn, okay, another machine. Oh, I've got a counter, okay. Uh, um... Let me get that counter back. I think I know what to do, so. There. And I think that's it. That's 4, alright. Ooh, yeah, that's it, okay. Yay! Alright, how do I make... Yeah, so, if I can do that... That'll knock down the price, because I don't need the scanner, yeah. Well, the reviews, yeah. Alright, and that knocks down the time and the price. Nice. Hey. And, gonna exit, because I think that'll be my time up now, yeah. Alright, so, back to listing, then, Alright, now I've just got to get Ship Wizard Professional, okay. Oh, and Cobfoot of Solitaire at some point. Yeah. What do you mean time up? There's like a timer after you download something before you can get the next thing. Yeah. Something different from our usual fare. This is a professional CAD program for ICs. Ooh. That should be fun. Yeah, Alright, this is gonna take a little while, so I'm gonna start my break early, and then I will be back soonish. See you then. And I'm back, and ooh, Chip Wizard's installed. Yay! Alright, so I should have just enough, hopefully enough room to get that last one on. So let's check out Chip Wizard a bit. Alright, open. So connect in A, out A, in B to out B, okay. So right. So use N-type silicon with such below level metal areas. Yeah, we're gonna do one like this, then N-type. Let's make it like look nicer. Yeah. All right, then. There. Oh. And also, right. Looks good. Yeah. Hmm. Um. I've got to actually do that. Okay. And yay! Told you I got started in sales at Sawi. I told you I got started in sales at Sawayama and also spent some time in marketing. I did enjoy my work, but after a while I wanted to try out something new. I've always been a tinkerer of sorts, and the idea of working on the engineering side was starting to appeal to me. Instead of only selling the machines, I could contribute to their design. Problem was, I really had no idea where to start. Luckily, during my time in Japan, I'd made another friend who worked in engineering at a small firm that was owned by Sawayama. His name was Daisuke Don Oshiro. Alright, let me... So, I think I can make this smaller, so... Design size, how would I make this smaller, so... Trying to see what, if I know what, like, the, yeah. Oh! Good. It seems like there's some way to make it all, like... Yeah, if I make it go along the same ones, so... Or, That's still at 30, Right, I still want to, like, there is some trick to this. Is it, I think it's when I get P-types and capacitors? Yeah. This works for now, so... Yeah, let me go on to the AND gate. Alright, so... Yeah, now I've got P-type as well, so yeah. Alright, NPN transistors, so P-type over N-type? Ah, okay. So... Then... And this? Alright. There is a cheaper way to do this. What is it? So... Because that can only go to there, so... uh... Oh, can that only go over... Let me check the manual, so... Yeah, Design elements, yep. Silicon layer, yep. And then P-type. Metal layer sits above silicon and is used to route signals between and around transistors, yep. Vias are small vertical wires that connect the silicon layer to the metal, yep. The via, yeah. Then you can have capacitors to delay. So, yeah, visualizer window, yeah. Using transistors, yeah, so... There's NPN transistors and PNP transistors. So, PNP transistors are inverted. And I get caps? Okay. Same layer of silicon can't be connected. Yeah, never connected directly to metal. Right. I'm not sure how, like, the... I don't know how design size works. Why am I always at 30? Yeah, do I need to make more of it in metal, or... want that to go like that. And this to go like this, and... Ah, okay, that's how it works. So, design size is all about the silicon layer, not the upper metal. Okay. Now that I know that, I can go back to this. Vias. Got it, okay. Now that I know that. Okay, so now. Alright, so I've got an idea for this one, so. That does need to be there, so. Via. And metal. There, and there. Not quite. Let me see. Then. Alright. A lot bigger than it needs to be, so. Let's shrink it a bit. That might work? Oh no, I have this laid out weirdly. Alright, so. Let me just clear this out, yeah. So it can be a lot smaller. There is something I should do here, so yeah. Oh, yo! Hello, welcome, Star Sis. I don't know why my display stuff isn't working. Also, because this one doesn't have any background music, let me shout you out real quick. So, the Star Sis. I don't know why any of my alerts and such aren't working, or chat or whatever. Oh well. Yeah, you were streaming Overwatch. Hope you had fun. I quickly pull some music up. Yeah, for those of y'all joining in for the first time, hello. I'm Lemma. I'm a chubby queer robot VTuber who both makes and plays games on stream. Okay, stream stuff breaks all the time. Yeah, well. Welcome. Thank you so much for the raid. Yeah, right now I am playing... Yeah, hope you're having a good day. Yeah, I am. I am playing Last Call BBS, the final Zachtronics game. It is so good. It's so good. Oh, I'm having so much fun. Alright, so... Yeah. So... Yeah, basically... Last Call BBS just has a bunch of different like little games in it, like, yeah. Oh, Disinterest, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to Uplink City. Yeah, it's basically just got a ton of different games, which reminds me, I should get a file solitaire. Alright, so yeah, I'm downloading the last game right now. So yeah, it's basically just got a bunch of different little games in it. It's got like a Picross-like, it's got 2 full-scale Zachtronics games, 20th Century Food Court and Chip Wizard Professional. Got Xib the Forbidden Path, which is pretty cool, Juicebox Arcade, which is a nice puzzle game, and Steed Force Hobby Studio, which is basically a gunpla building simulator. I am having a bunch of fun with it. It is just super enjoyable. Yeah, right now I'm just doing Chip Wizard Professional, which is a puzzle game, which is like your typical Zachtronics puzzle game, this time with circuits. Sounds like a vibe of game. It is, yeah. Alright, so that's that being downloaded. Okay, I'll give it a look later, but yeah. That do it? Let me throw my Vias on. And wait, slight issue. Get it over there. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how to get this working. What I need is to make a, yeah, like this is, yeah, basically I'm trying to make an OR gate, which, will, output whenever either of the inputs is on. This is illegal because there's interference. Yeah, so it's routing power back in, as you can see by those red marks. That shouldn't happen. So, I've got to make it, not do that. Yeah. What I can theoretically do is something like this. Actually, I don't even need those ones. So, and I need vias. And that works. Oh, yeah, I got it optimized, yay. Yeah, no, this is a, super... I've just been having a bunch of fun with this. It is super cozy, and yeah, thank you for the alert, Kenny. Good to have you around. Yeah, no, like, just... I'm a nerd. I like doing nerdy stuff. Zachtronic games are just great and super fun. And yeah. Alright, not gay. Yeah, PNP transistors, so that means I'll have... Then... I can do this, and this, and this, and boom. Yay! Yeah, basically there are PNP transistors, which are inverted, and NPN transistors, which are normal. Yeah. Alright. Power on reset. Alright. Reset should be high for the first 10 cycles after power comes available on plus V. Okay. So... Like that? Let me check the manual for capacitors. Yeah. Signal will flow through the metal above capacitors at the rate of 1 capacitor per cycle. Okay. Allows the creation of time-based circuits like timers and oscillators. Got it. When a signal is turned off, any wires carrying the signal will lose power instantly, regardless of how many caps are placed underneath. Capacitors placed on the same layer of silicon. Okay. So... I see. Okay, so... I think I know what to do. Yeah, alright, I know what to do here. Grid Afghanistan justified with, yeah. Alright, so... Yeah, so I'm gonna want an NPN transistor. So then via. Then... 5, 6, 7, 10. Then... Yay! I can do this a bit cheaper, I think. Yeah, there is a way to do it just one bit cheaper. I wonder. Or one bit smaller, really. I think I might know. Yeah, what if I make it up here? And up. That smaller? Oh, nope, that made it worse. Yeah. Alright. Let me replan this, so... L can go on after the fact. Yeah, I will somewhere need something like this. Alright. And at some point, it'll need to go to that. What if make it here? And that work? And via. Yeah, that's it. There you go. Alright, a couple new digital signal mixers. So out X should be high when any input is high. Okay. So basically a three-way OR gate. So or four-way OR gate. Okay, so that's basically a double OR gate. Let me so I have an OR gate design, yeah. So something like that, got it. But, you know. Yeah, and alright, can't do it on corners. So how do I do this? Especially with, like, limited size, so... I can... That would be... That'd be an and is the issue. So... What would I do? So yeah, I do need it, like... And so there needs to be, like, 4 paths for it out. Each of which is transistored off. Like this, maybe? Then I can... But how does it get... How does the wiring for that work is the issue? Do that might make it a bit easier? I'm gonna see what the other one is as well. Just... Each output should be high when its corresponding input is high. Lower number high input is high, it should block the higher number outputs. Alright. So... This'll basically, So this is gonna be a few NPNs, so... That's always gonna be like that, so then... And I will need to figure out how to fit both. That might work, so... Like that? No. So, reset, so let's see. Alright, so... IRQ2 is... being powered by IRQ3. I see, that's an issue, so... How do I get around that is the question. I could give RQ1 two different lots. I think might be the best option. So alright. Nope. Already. So check. What's going on here? Why are you powered? So IQ3 is supposed to be on, but if a lower number input's high. I did this backwards. Okay. Got it. That's easy to fix. So you should be... And... And you're like this. And that. There and there. Then throw some vise on. Alright, that's better. Oop. Don loved to explain things. Taught me a lot about integrated circuit design over beers late at night when we'd meet up after work. Sometimes at a bar, sometimes at his house where he had some equipment set up. Fun times. But it was tough to make progress, partly because the work was all theoretical. Pen and paper in my head. I needed experience, but the design lab manager at Sawayama wasn't about to let in some foreigner who didn't know what he was doing to play around with their machine. So what was a guy like me to do? Alright, so I can shave off this top row somehow. I wonder. I wonder how. Or shave off that back row. Something. I could make it... Yeah, I could see I'd get it down to 15, but... I don't know. I did download the last game, so... I'm gonna close out of this for now. Yep. Go for Solitaire. That should be all of them. Yep. I also have not checked out World Time, which I'm guessing is just... Alright. Alright, what do we got over here? Connected. Oh, thinking. A world clock, what's the big deal? Sure, it might not seem that impressive today, but you have to remember this was before everything was networked together. Dialing into that world time server was the first time I realized, hey, I'm really connected to the whole world through this thing. Hard to describe what that feeling was like, but I suppose that's why you're into these old machines in the first place, isn't that right? You're looking for the same rush of excitement I felt when I realized computers could change the world. Lastly, equity first. What do you got? Connected. Showing the up-to-the-minute stock quotes was always a surefire demo, and it sold quite a few systems. Some guys' eyes would just light up. It was a big deal at the time, because otherwise you either looked up stock prices in the newspaper once or twice a day, or you called your broker to ask him what was happening. So this was a huge advantage. That is, if you were the kind of guy who cared about stocks, and I wasn't. Now, every so often, I think about how cheap Axiom was back then, and wonder what my life would be like now if I bought some. Yeah, try a cup of food of solitaire. Alright. Rules, alright. Matching cards can be stacked and moved together. Unite 4 matching cards to collapse them into a locked stack. Locking a stack on the tableau will unlock a free cell if available. Free cells can store a single card or a locked stack of 4. Unite to unite all the cards into 10 locked stacks. Okay. I think this is the same solitaire game that's been in a couple others. And let me see. Now you can put a single card up there. Got it. And a single card into each of those, and can go there, okay. And right. And go off there and do that, okay. And what else can I do? Here with those. Trying to figure out what moves I can do next. No. I'm already soft locked, aren't I? F. Does look like I'm already soft locked. Yeah, let's do this again. Okay. All right. There, then. There. There. If I put you up there for a second, that and that. 3. There, alright. You go there, then go over here. Move you off, that'll help. Doll. And up, there. Alright. And game, yay! For me, the best part of working for Sawayama was going to Japan. I'd always wanted to go. I'd read some books and so on, but I couldn't afford the plane ticket on my own, so I was very happy that I got to go there several times, even though it was for business. It might sound a little trite to say, but yeah, I really loved everything about Japan. The food, the subways, the neon signs at night, the temples in the morning, but it's the truth. It was delightful every time, and it was on one of those trips I met an amazing lady named Meredith, who at the time worked in the Tokyo office as a translator. I think I'll do another game on this, yeah. Might get to one of like the more Zachtronics-y games again in a bit. Just having fun with this for a little. Oh, already united, okay. There you go, there you go, there. Then... right. Oh, oh, no, that's what I was doing. Yeah, you go there, then go here. And you can go over there, so you can go there. Walk you up, that there, then that in, that there. And dot 3 if I can. Last one's all the way under there, Jesus. But if I do that, then you can go there, you can go there. 4. You're locked. You're locked there, excellent. And you, 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 you. Yay! Nice! Okay. Ah. And I think I'm gonna do one more game for now, so let's say another 20th Century Food Court? Sure. God, I love this. It's great. Alright. New. Wine o'clock. Staple of any ancient human's consumption patterns, the alcoholic fermented grape juice known as wine came in thousands of varieties and was priced expensively enough to plausibly explain its overuse as a kind of inoffensive hobby. Alright, so... got this, okay. And I will need a scanner. What's this order do? Holds each product until an input's activated and dispatches the held product in the direction specified. Alright, yeah, so, on scan, dispense a glass, red dispense red, if it's white dispense white, and... oh! Oh, right, is it trying? Right, it's trying already. Multi-mix, oh yeah. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. They're all multi-mixer, yeah, oh, a lot of stuff, okay. And thank you so much. Yeah, start can actually go into enable. Actually, no, what's the one without enable? Yeah. And oh, wait, no, what if I actually, yeah, stretch noise and blocks, yeah. And I have a scanner here. Then I can... What? So, start, go to a glass, and scan red for red, white. Up. We good? Up. Oh my god, does it need to be done twice? Oh, it needs to be done twice, okay. Oh, it recommends stacking first. That makes sense. Alright. Yeah, oh. I did just realize we are getting close to, like, end of stream, so... I think it does make sense to... Oh, alright. Just making sure, yeah. Yeah. I don't get another pouring thing, so... I think I'm getting a bit tired, actually, and my brain is not going to work well enough for this, sadly. Yeah, that's the thing with Zachtronic games, is they are so fun, but oh my god, they require you to think. Yeah, this is very fun so far, though. Let me check if there's anything else I can do on, like, the last call server? Alright, yeah, thanks for streaming, yeah. Yeah, that looks to be it, so yeah, 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 I do like all this stuff for this. There was a 3D printed, like, yeah. There was, like, a 3D printable, like, model of the, Z5 power lines that I might look into getting printed out sometime. It looks really cool. Yeah, for now, I think I'm gonna wrap up. God, Zachtronic games are always so fucking good. Like, some of the best developers out there. Super good, like, super big respect to all of them. Yeah, nice chill time, yeah. I should find someone to go raid. Let's see who's on right now. I haven't gone to raid Jude in ages. I should go over to them. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you all so much for coming by. Let's get a soft robo raid. going as usual, then how about some dancing because of all the baller music and that? Alright. Then Ray, Jude, Prio, Bite. Thank you all so very much for watching, hanging out, joining in. This has been hella fun. I've enjoyed it. I might play a bit more of this on stream. I might play a bit more of it off stream, especially like the Gunpla one. Ah. Fuck, I want to make like a moddable version of the Gunpla one. That'd be so cool. Yeah. When we get over to Jude's, please don't forget to drop them a follow. They're really cool. Next time I'll be streaming is on Sunday. I'm gonna do my usual FF14 parallel play stuff. Gonna be fun, gonna be chill, and yeah, with that, I am gonna finish up for now. So, how about we get this raid started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See you soon!